All right, everyone, it's really, really funny when Zuckerberg is getting reamed increasingly by even the MSM. It's just like the greatest thing to me because they held him up on a pedestal for years and acted like, here's the whiz kid of Silicon Valley. He was a young college student and built Facebook in his dorm room, and now he's so rich, and look, he has like commie ties and shit like that, so he must be a good person. But even they've sort of thrown him under the bus. And now Zuckerberg's like, well, Facebook's dying, I can't sell the same data forever, and people are hemorrhaging off the platform, so I can't gather more data necessarily. It's no longer cool, because the kids that sign up for it now are all in their 30s and shit, and the Gen Z doesn't want to use Facebook. And there's like, well, I got Instagram, but I want something more than that, because that's like, people taking stylistic ego selfies and shit like that. Nature pictures or cat pictures. They sit their cat down on their table, take a picture of it, and then neglect it all day, because basically just an ego boost for them. Hell, look how pretty my cat is. Get lost, you idiot. And they're trying to make, therefore, a meme platform. Yes, Zuckerberg is trying to design a meme platform for the cool kids of the next generation. It's called LOL. Yeah, the jokes will write themselves. The only meme here is Mark Zuckerberg and his platform. You see, the thing is, when you say Zuckerberg, millennials like, oh yeah, that guy who sold my data to China maybe. Used to be kind of a cool kid, now he's like middle-aged and he looks wonky, he looks increasingly like a Gen 2 synth, and for some reason he perambulates his knees forwards instead of backwards to increase his walking efficiency. It's a joke. Look up Zuckerberg meme if you want to see something truly funny. The dude's washed up. His company that made him famous is dying. The only reason he's retaining relevancy is because at the height of that, he managed to purchase a different company that a lot of people still don't even know he runs. A lot of people aren't aware that Instagram was bought up by Mark Zuckerberg, and they're still putting like private information on there, and they think, well, this won't get sold to the Chinese. This won't get given over to the CIA. No private business is going to be going through my pictures to develop AI of any sort at any point in the future. Facebook's got that 10-year challenge, and they're saying that they think that it's probably to develop better facial recognition software. Meanwhile, Bezos has his own competing sort of facial recognition shit, and they're trying to get him to shelve it. They're trying to pressure him into shelving it for privacy reasons. I think it should be. I think we should ban facial recognition software from being used in any US-based firm. Absolutely, I think so. It's an absolute breach of privacy. It's a terrible idea. It opens a can of worms the likes of which you can't even comprehend. You're going to see the consequences 10 years down the road, people. Consequences will definitely never be the same after that one. I mean, Zuckerberg, if he used facial recognition software, it would say, oh, what movie were you from? AI or iRobot? It's basically, he's cringy. I mean, the funniest memes that'll be on there, I can imagine, like, they open LOL and a bunch of trolls pour on, they start posting just pictures of Mark Zuckerberg. Here's my Zuckerberg Photoshop. That's, by the way, an excellent piece of activism that could be used. It's just like, remember when, during the 2016 election, you might remember this. Remember how Hillary Clinton her team developed a site for memes, political memes, and they had like live moderation of the memes. You had to submit them, like it couldn't be grassroots, you had to submit them and the moderators had to get a hold of it. And so it was really, really funny at the time. People were sending in off-the-wall shit and like, like race and IQ stuff or anti-gun control arguments or pictures of weird shit, their dick or whatever. And they were putting this in knowing that the moderators had to look at this shit. And I think that site is defunct now, if I remember correctly. You haven't heard anything about it. I can remember at the time, like Salon and Vox and some of these others were like, oh, this is going to change the game. The Democrats are so good at memes. This is going to change the nature of politics forever. And at the time I talked about it, I'm like, no, it's not. It's cringy, it's dumb. The only funny thing about it is going to be the fact that the site fails. That's probably what will happen here. Even an aggressive multi-billion-dollar marketing campaign, I don't think at this point can convince people that Mark Zuckerberg and cool belong in the same sentence. Unless it's, hey, Mark Zuckerberg should cool his heels in a cell for violating the privacy of hundreds of millions of people. So yeah, I don't know what more to say. It's not going to work. It's not going to help him dig him out of the hole he's created. And he's even lost the will of people that were once his solid allies, like the CNNs of the world. They can't defend him, not with all the privacy. I mean, on censorship, they still love him, but they can't defend him against privacy concerns. And there's no way they're going to be able to construe him as, here's the lead Bance master himself, the ultimate living meme. Mark Zuckerberg has made an exciting new site for all of you under 20 people. Bullshit, it's never going to happen. They'll be on Instagram. He'll still be making money off them and selling their user data and all of their private chats and everything, but not going to be the same as Facebook. He'll never again be known as the whiz kid of Silicon Valley. No, he's been totally supplanted. Even Twitter's better off at the moment. Twitter stock is a better buy at this point than Facebook. I don't think I'm going to be using Zuckerberg's meme site anytime soon unless it's in the context of trolling. That's about all. Peace out.